Welcome back to Nick Lenz' Comic Corner, Classic / Non-Classic. This is episode number 911 and Doubleshot number 805. I have two DC trades. One is the end of a writer's run, but that'll be the second trade. The first one is something that was teased in Dark Knight's Metal, but it finally happened. Actually, it was last year. Flash, Volume 7, Volume 8, Flash War. Yep. This collects Flash Volume 5, issues 46, 51, and a story from the Flash Annual. Yep, this one also features a brief return at the end of the storyline, the return of Bart Allen, aka Impulse. Yep, making his first post-Flashpoint appearance. Those who think about the one who popped up in Scott of those Teen Titans, nope, that wasn't him. That was another character who claimed to be Bart Allen. Yep. At the end of the previous arc, it was revealed that apparently Iris remembered everything from pre-Flashpoint, and I do mean everything. This is at one point while he's being examined by Cyborg, and he turns back into his original Marv Wolfman look. Yeah. Of course, this storyline at the end did set up some stuff for later, involving several Speed Force, like the Sage Force, the Super Force, whatever. Yeah. They explored stuff later on, which was quite nice. And of course, after this, Wally West would next appear in the pages of Heroes in Crisis, which Tom King decided to have him die in the first issue, which my friend Tivia hated that part of the story, was killing off one of his favorite characters. Yep. Though here's something really weird about this storyline. Yes, I'm not sure, this is actually quite weird. In story, they don't really say this, but in the universe, there is a reason for it, of course. They also mentioned the button in here. Yep, the button is mentioned in here. Yeah. Now, here's something also I thought was really interesting. The first time you see Superman in this storyline, you see him wearing his Rebirth outfit, and then, like, the next time he shows up, he's back wearing the classic red trunks. Yeah, the reason for that? Because Bendis started his run on Superman. Actually, no, he's wearing the Rebirth trunks. Yeah, he's back in the classic trunks. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, this also has the return of the basically the debut of the Renegades. Yeah, they're basically good versions of the Rogues, led by Commander Cold, not Captain Cold. Yep. And of course, Commander Cold becomes a regular character in this series for right now, anyways. Yep. And of course, Iris. Of course, they do also a minor follow-up to the storyline where Iris kills Reverse Flash. And it turns out, yep, he's alive and well. And this also features the return of Hunter Zolomon, aka the second Reverse Flash. Heck, when they first show him in here, in a flashback, that's basically from the Flash Rebirth miniseries by Jeff Johns. Yeah. This overall is one fantastic story. I highly recommend it. Give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Now, my friend Edgar will probably not like this very much because a lot of nostalgia with this one. But I know my friend Tivia, he loves it. Matter of fact, he even did a review of this entire storyline when it was coming out. Yep. Oh yeah, this book also featured the return of, well, aside from Impulse, I think that was the only one that did return. And of course, Reverse Flash, who apparently decided to wear, for some reason, Barry's costume for some reason. Yeah, he wore his pre-Flashpoint costume. I don't know why, but he did. It was one of the most weirdest things, but it's a fun storyline. Next up it is Supergirl, Volume 4, Plain Sight. This book contains the final issues of Steve Orlando's run for this book. Yep. In this book, we see the return of the character Strange Visitor, which they reference the fact the last time she appeared was actually during Our Worlds at War storyline back in 2001. Yeah, they mentioned it happened back in Superman Volume 2, number 175, which kind of odd, is implying that Our Worlds at War take place in this continuity. Who the heck knows? Also, I got pointed out about this cover. This is not one of the covers from the series. This is basically a fairing cover. And this costume she's wearing the cover, that's actually her pre-Flashpoint costume. Oh yeah, and this trade collects issues 15 and 20 of Supergirl Volume, I believe this is Volume 7. Yeah, 7. This also features the end of the D.E.O in this series because after Steve Lane leaves the book, Because right now, there's no D.E.O. in the book at all. They've been basically written out of the series. Yep, because at the point when this thing ended, that was going to be the end of the title. Because DC had no idea what Bendis' plans were for Superman, so they ended this title in Super Sons. This title managed to continue, no problem, under Mark Andrego, while Super Sons managed to continue as a 12-issue maxi series, which is getting close to wrapping up. Yeah. Yeah, this also features the downfall of Bones, and it also features, believe it or not, him in a picture wearing his costume from the Roy Thomas Invented the Ink series from the 80s. Yeah, I thought that was really great. I love the fact they make a nod to that in here. Yeah, I like the fact Steve Orlando manages to make Bones quite interesting. He's basically written here a lot better than when he appeared in the pages of Batwoman. Yeah. As for how in the world he got back in charge, no idea, because because when you see him in the Batwoman annual, the first one, yeah, he's taken down and he gets replaced by Cameron Chase. And then here, like with the end of the previous arc, he's back in charge D.E.O. again, for some reason. Yep. Oh yeah, and everybody knows about his cynical touch. And apparently the only person in this whole series immune to that is Supergirl. Yep. And eventually Bones is exposed for his crimes, and I think he's moved as director of D.E.O., and I think maybe Cameron Chase is restored. I don't know, because they just leave out an sort of ambiguity on that. Yep. This overall was a fantastic story. Heck, they even have Jody Hauser co-write a good chunk of these issues. Yeah, this is actually one of 2 books I have left to go. Well, as of now, thanks to reviewing this, I only have 1 series left to go review, and that's Mother Planet Gotham AD. Yep. Also, for some reason, Cat Grant does not pop up in this storyline. Nope, she's nowhere to be seen. Catco is here, but not mentioned. Yep. I'm going to give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. Oh, also, the artwork is done by Robinson Rucha, Carmen Carnino, Jamie Campbell, and Julian Ferreira. The cover art is done by Stanley Anagram Lau. Yeah. Now for my final thoughts on this run. This run, in my opinion, was actually really good, and my friend Edgar didn't like the beginning of this run because they brought way too much from the TV show. But they didn't have the D.E.O. director being Martian Manhunter like it was in TV show. That's the only thing in that bring. Pretty much like, heck, they didn't have Alex Danvers. They didn't have her appear in the series at all. Nope, she's nowhere to be seen. They have Jeremiah, and they have her adopted parents appear in here, but not her adopted sister. Nope, she's nowhere to be seen in the series. So, about elements of the show, but not everything. Yep. Plus, we have that storyline with M1 Empress. Of course, that was teased in the pages of the Button. Yeah. A storyline basically was a cross between Flash and Batman teased this arc in here. We also had the first time that Batgirl meets Supergirl in this continuity, which that was really nice. Even though in pre-Flashpoint they had already known each other for years. Yep. But this overall was a fun run, and Steve Orlando should be highly praised. He probably should get an award for this run. But as far as I can tell, I don't think he's doing anything else for DC. No, not that I can think of. Yeah. So, that's really it for this particular review. Stay tuned for tomorrow for my reviews of Fairy Tail, newest episode dubbed, and Black Clover. Okay? But to see you next review. Bye.